The reason why I am passionate about it, and I will continue being passionate, is what we've seen across the implementations we've done with our customers going live is if you don't set a tangible value of what it is that you want to achieve by implementing speech, it makes it really difficult to measure if you are seeing success. Typically, because it's a new thing, organizations are adopting it, they're starting to play around with speech analytics. But when you then ask them, but is it working for you? Nobody can really give you a solid answer. Yes, we think it makes our life easier. Or when we talk to the people using it, they say, yes, it works. But when you talk to the executive sitting in the boardroom, they say they're not seeing value. So what we've compiled together, and that's why I just started sharing the PDF document first, and then I'll show you how we've incorporated it into Callbi. We've thought about typically what are the key strategic drivers in any business. Ultimately, any business wants to achieve certain things. And if we look at this, direct cost saving, the very first thing, any business wants to consider their cost. Secondly, maybe efficiency gains, automated QA, or we want to increase our sales, etc. We've taken those goals, and what we've done is to now break it down to say, from a strategic business position, we want to achieve certain things. What are the tactical things we can do to achieve the strategic goal? Now, let's use the example of direct cost saving. In the boardroom, we say we want to save cost. Okay, so what is it, the tactical or practical things we can do to save cost? And back to the example of silent time. We can reduce average silent time on our calls from X to Y. If we achieve this, we are on our way to the strategic goal. But what we've then done is to break it down into some action plans with practical things you do using Callbi and using speech. So we linked everything together to say, it's not just implementing and it not knowing what I want to achieve, how do I want to achieve it, but it's connecting all those dots. So what we've done is now incorporating it into the user interface, where all of these goals, for instance, direct cost saving, I want to reduce average silent time, and there's my action plan. Or let's say I'm in a sales environment. I want to increase sales. My tactical goal is I want to increase my right party contact to sale ratio. And there are all the things, write your queries, do your things. Now within Callbi, it's incorporated. So on the left, we've now added that as a function where you can click on goals. When you click add new goal, we have incorporated all those strategic goals, including the action plans. So we can go say, once we sat together and we say, for the next 3 months, we want to focus on increasing our customer experience. We will go, we select, we are focusing on customer and agent experience, and these are some things we can do. We want to decide we want to improve call resolution. You can create the goal, and you can now start capturing and tracking actuals. Let's say call resolution is on 75 or 70. When we start, we want to move it to 85. Here's your action plans, already some ideas with what you can do using Callbi, using speech, write queries, identify repeat calls. For example, where does it indicate the need for a client to call back? Or a client indicating that he's made previous contact attempts, there's dropped calls. All of these queries are available in the query library, already available in Callbi. So you can just go draw up the queries, go listen to the calls, measure, impact, repeat. You can then track. So we start today, we're sitting on a 70% resolution. We want to move to an 85. Once we've set up this goal, you can now start adding data points. So on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks, however often you want to check, we can go capture a new data point. So let's say it's now a week later. Our call resolution is sitting on 75 when we now check it. It then starts showing you a visual to see, am I moving closer to my target? Which makes it easier to have the discussion around return on investment and success in my actual solution. From here also, because you've got dashboards in Callbi, You can also link dashboards already existing. For example, if you were saying, and let's go into the goal to reduce silent time. If that was one of your goals because your overlying strategic goal is direct cost saving, you can link dashboards where it's already available. And from there, you can go straight to those dashboards for more information. On these goals, again, you don't need to use whatever is built in. You can create your own goal. The whole idea here is just to say you need to think about what is it that you want to get out of it. If you don't define it, you don't have a tangible measure, then it makes the discussion really difficult around what am I trying to achieve.